Good day. Well, it's about time I made a video on how I do bread. I do it a bit differently to most people. First of all, I bake it in this thing, a casserole dish with a lid, and I line that with some of this parchment paper, just like that, which I cut into strips about wide. And I put one this way, like that, and one like that. Put the bread in the middle, put the lid on, bung it in the oven, and when I take it out, I can just grab the bits of parchment paper. You'll see that. Here is my starter, just out of the fridge. So you can see, it doesn't look brilliant at the moment. I'm doing this now because it's about 10:30 in the morning, cold. I'm going to charge up this starter all day long, and tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow afternoon, I'll start making the dough and all that sort of stuff. So I think that'll do for now, and see you tomorrow. Oh, I'll show you in a minute how I do the starter. Okay, now I'm going to do the sourdough starter stuff. So I've got some starter here. I've got a lot of it. Don't know why. And this has been in the fridge for about 3 weeks, so it may be dead. We'll see. You can have a little bit of a look in that. Looks kind of grotty. So I'm just going to pour some of it out, as per usual. And oops, I'll do it that way. You can see it getting poured. Okay, that's quite a lot of it out. And now I'll put it on the scales. Now you need scales to make bread. Buy some. And you need to, it needs to work in grams, and you need to be able to do a tear. So I've got it there, and I bung it on, and you can see it's 556. I press the tear, and it goes to 0. Now I'm going to add some flour. This is just normal plain flour, like this. I'm going to put in 2 big spoonfuls, which is 30 grams, like that. And I'll put in some distilled water, which I put in the microwave for a little while, just so that it warms it up a little bit. Not hot, definitely got to be able to put your finger in it and stuff. Okay, I'm going to put 30 grams of this in too. Comme ça. Oh, that was too much. Okay, that was 40. So I'm going to put a bit more flour in now. Okay, that's 40 grams of flour, 40 grams of water. Now I'm going to stir it up with a knife. I'm not going to stir it up with a spoon because it doesn't stir it very well. So just muck in there and scrape it off with my little finger. Now, it's cold here today. It is probably about 15, 17 in the house or something, which is a bit nippy. So I'll put the lid on, and I'm going to bung this in the oven. So there's the oven. Break, start. I'll get it up to, I don't know, 100 is a bit too hot, but I'll put it in here, turn the oven off, and then leave it for a while and just try and keep making it so that it it stays around about the 80s, low 80s, until tomorrow, 24 hours. Ciao. G'day. So I've had the starter in the oven warming overnight, keeping it around 80 or so degrees, I hope. Now I've got two of them actually. So let's have a look at this one first. You look in there, kind of hard to see, but there are bubbles, and you can see it's fairly up around. Well, it's hard to see when it's full, and you can't really see the bubbles inside it from the outside. This one here, this is a better one. You can see the bubbles in this one pretty well, and you can also see the bubbles on the outside. This is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to make 2 loaves of bread. One of them will have seeds in, and that will be the one with the better starter. So what I'm going to do is, the other one's not going to have any seeds in, and that will be the first starter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a levain. Now a levain is made, basically you take a bunch of the starter and put it into a jar, add the water and flour, and let it get nice and big, and then use the whole thing in your bread. With the starter, you're just using some of it. So first of all, start out by weighing the jar. It's 244, I just have to remember that. I'm going to tear it. Yeah. Doesn't want to tear very easily. What is that? Okay. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to put about 30 grams in here. Put a bit more, put 35. Shit, no, I'm going to put 40. What the heck? See, this one is really quite nice and bubbly. Okay, that's 40 grams of that. Now I'm going to tear it again. Same amount of flour. 12, 14, it's hard for you to see there. That's 26. 41, that's cool. And now, tear it again, and some distilled water that I heat up a little bit. 23, dribbles everywhere. 36. 45, who cares? And this is my cup. You can't read this. San Francisco Hash, a drinking club with a running problem. Okay, I'll stop that one. No, I won't. What I'll do is I'll put it in. Now I'm going to stir it up with my knife. Like that. Jolly good. Now, put this lid on it. Not too tight. And stick that aside. Now come back to the other one. For this, I've got another jar. Bit of water around there, kind of that. And stick that on and tear that to 0. And stick some of this one. You can see it's quite frothy, but the bubbles aren't all the way through, so we'll see. Okay, I'm going to put 40 in here too. Pretty good. Okay. Tastes yummy. And tear it once more. 1, 2, 38, precision 41. Right, tear it one more time, and some more water. 41, spot on. Okay, stir this one up. And stick the lid on. Now, it's these two new ones going in the oven. I wish I had a better way of keeping it warm. I don't. And later on this afternoon, after the hash, so it'll probably be about 6 o'clock, I'm going to make the bread and incorporate these in it. And hopefully, if you see it here, I don't know whether you can actually see that. It's going to rise. I don't know whether you can see that one either. It's a funny angle, isn't it? See how much it can rise. If it can double, or maybe 2/3, twice, that'll be good. I'm going to put a mark on the side here, on the bottle. Okay, I think that's okay for now, and see you later.